Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the Vinyl Collection, Looking Through the Record Shelves, episode 52. This is the live chat where everyone can come on in into the chat, say hello. We'll interact with you. We'll say hello as we go through our record shelves, looking through the vinyl collection, seeing what's in there, opening up the records, seeing the goodies that are inside that have been forgotten. But that is not all. Of course, the vinyl collection includes all other aspects of our collecting, wherever that may take us. You can see telephones on here, you can see microwaves, you can see speakers. You never know what you're going to see when you watch the vinyl collection. With me as always, I'll have a bunch of good pals to join me and show their collections as well. We always have a good time. Let's see who we've got so far. Here we got Curtiss joining us. Good to see you, sir. Back again.
Good to be back. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry you had to put up with Chris last week, but I'm here now.
Yeah, we missed you. Glad to have you back.
It's good to be back, Bill. Thank you.
I bet. We have Kevin joining us, hot off the presses from a recent Retro Fandango podcast, most popular podcast you can find on your popular podcasting fetchers.
I like to think of Retro Fandango as the Meryl Streep of pod. Oh no, sorry, I fucked that up. I like to think of Retro Fandango as the Glenn Close of podcasts. This is always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. Do you understand that?
I would say Susan Lucci, but yeah.
That's too old a reference, Kevin. Come on.
Is it really that old? Glenn Close, Susan Lucci.
Glenn Close is that's it. She's in the news. She was just nominated again and lost.
Sorry. I am actually more disappointed that my car filters did not make the intro, Bill. What's up with that?
It did.
I did not hear car filters. I heard. No, I made your intro, but like when you said like you could see anything on here, telephones and
right.
I was waiting for car filters. Nothing.
You are 100% right. That was my mistake.
That's true. Good on you, Kevin. By the way, I watched the show from last week, and I'm glad that you changed your filters. You did it yourself.
Yeah, it's not difficult, man.
Hey, now
you could do it. You could do it. It's behind your glove box, the cabin filter one. You just take that glove box out and put it in there, and then
that's a secret.
And then the your engine one it should be right there, right in front of you. Just a couple of clips.
Well, I did the oil filter though.
You changed the oil filter yourself?
No, I paid someone to change the oil filter.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Well, I got a mani pedi.
I thought you
someone fanned me with a giant leaf.
I thought you got your cabin filter and engine filter changed.
No, I got my oil filter and my air filter.
Yeah, that would be your engine filter.
Is that the engine filter? Yeah.
You don't pay for that. You can do that anytime you want.
Like go get your engine filter for $15 and then do it yourself.
Although he might be driving like a McLaren or something, Kevin. So we don't know how he get at his air filter.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
It's an LA guy, so
right.
Well, you got to do what you got to do,
So Jay Leno ain't changing his own air filter.
I think Jay Leno is. I think you went.
He probably would be.
Yeah, you should have picked someone else, more like Ben Affleck or something like that. But Jay Leno probably is.
I watched the Jay Leno videos. He has a team.
He does. Yes, that's hilarious how they prepare the car for him before he takes it out. Get it all.
I
ready.
Actually saw Jay Leno driving around one of his crazy cars once in Burbank. It was one of the really old timey ones. Like there would be like the Auga, like no top. And speaking of, randomly, this last week, I saw, you guys familiar with Nathan Fillion?
Yeah. Of course.
From Firefly and
Canadian legend.
Blue Bloods? Or Blue Rookie something? I don't know. One of those shows.
Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's in a bunch of stuff. I saw him. He was riding in the weirdest car. It was a 3-wheeled car. It almost looked like the Jetsons car, but there was no doors on it. It was just this long, kind of bubbly looking thing. Imagine like a bubble that you cut the sides off of, and then you had 2 wheels in the front and 1 wheel in the back.
Yeah, I've seen those.
We're driving, and it was me and Layla in the car, and I'm like, we're at like a stoplight or whatever, and I'm coming up on this car, and I'm like, what a weird looking car. And I look over, and in the back seat, I'm like, holy crap, that's Nathan Fillion. And he's just, chatting it up with who's ever driving. It was a strange, only in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah. So it had how many seats in it?
2. It had one in the front, one driver's seat, and then one in the back.
Wow.
It was really weird. Yeah.
Well, without further ado, we should bring on our next talkie here. We got he's the big star of the intro, Matt Bandy.
Ah. What you drinking this week?
Well, sorry, I missed all the filler or the filler talk. No, filter talk. Sorry,
filler was probably right. You were right the first time.
Yeah, he was a thirsty man last week. So
thirsty. What
happened? You didn't see the yeah.
You'll have to wait till the end to see a
lot of chugging.
Your showcase.
Okay.
Great
Bandy,
shot today. Look at that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's the best, major props to you. That is the best background you've ever had, Bandy.
Oh, thanks. It's phenomenal. Got my record player in the background there.
That's good.
I got what I'm listening to at the moment.
Personally, I like the clothes racks wherever you are. Those are my favorite. But
yeah, that's on location.
Right. That's classic Bandy.
Here's a question for you, record heads. Is that what you call record? What do you call people who are in the records? I don't know. Record head. I'm gonna go with record head.
Yeah, record.
You record heads out there. I like how Bandy displays his vinyl that he's listening to. I do the same thing. Do you guys do that?
No, I don't have a fancy shelf like that.
Me neither.
You can get this from IKEA. IKEA actually is a good friend to vinyl collectors. This is from IKEA.
For now.
This is from IKEA. Yeah. And they're designed to store records pretty much. And
I think that's just a coincidence.
Oh yeah, no, totally. But this, it can hold multiple records on there.
It's a shelf.
Yeah, it's like a little floating.
As much as you can fit on it. Yeah.
It even has like a little ridge inside it, so you can kind of the record can sit up. Yeah, it's perfect for you. You can do 2 across or 1 across. It's good to take a picture too. It's perfect.
I'm a little annoyed at IKEA, so I don't want to give them too much props.
Yeah, what did they do to you? Because they've done a lot to me.
Well, they keep canceling my stuff. Like I get an end table. I say, well, let's take this home and see if we like this end table. And we do. We like it a lot. This is a good end table. Okay, we'll get another one for the other side. You go to IKEA, it's gone. No, we don't do that anymore. We don't have that.
Yeah,
that was last year. You don't get that anymore. I'm like, well, what the hell? And you can't get one. You can't get. So now, kind of expect that with the furniture, whatever. Okay. But for years and years, I've always gone there to buy CD racks. Put my CDs on. And,
bursting.
Yeah. And we're bursting at the seams. So, okay, I'll go get some more CD racks. No, they canceled them last March.
Well, they don't have them anymore at all.
Gone.
Wow. Got to talk to Chris Roberts.
And they were the last ones. They were the last ones to carry. No, I'm not going to spend go on Kijiji and spend crazy amount of dollars for CD shelving. So I'm just going to stop buying CDs. I don't have room for them. So screw it.
I got beef with IKEA too, but go ahead, Bandy.
I'm just going to say another good thing for to put up one of your records is I think these are for photo. Yeah, or play. Yeah, plate. Yeah. I've gotten a few of these at some estate sales for super cheap, but you got to make sure they're the right height too, because sometimes they can be a little bit shorter and they'll tip over. So they got to be at least. Let's see, what do you think that is?
You got to get a big one.
You got to be.
At
what
least,
is that?
At least 7 inches.
7 inches.
Ooh.
You measure from the base to the tip.
You don't. You want to make sure you don't get too thin either. You want to have some girth to it.
Yeah, well, it'll expand.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah,
that's a kind of a cool.
Oh, that is good.
Oh goodness!
Hold on, I need that for the intro.
Is Bandy starting a Norwegian black metal band?
Well, maybe I already did. I just need a sword now.
That's pretty much all they have.
What else? You don't need anything else, really.
Yeah. What would your Norwegian death metal band name be?
It wouldn't be a death metal band. It'd be a black metal band. So.
Black metal, whatever.
Obviously,
it's one combination. The music you listen to, Bandy. It's like a Taco Bell menu. They got 5 things, but they just mix them up in different ways and call them.
Yeah,
that's your thing.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
What's your black metal band name?
I haven't really thought about that. I'll get back to you.
We're gonna circle back around to that.
Yeah.
Ionic
Thunder.
No, it's got to be something like
that's more. That's a little more heavy metal sounding.
Shit.
It's got to have
it's
got to sound weird. You got to imagine it in the what's that font that they always use, the Old English or whatever.
Sometimes, yes, Old English.
Yeah.
Or it's either Old English or indistinguishable, viney, stick-looking font.
Right. Yeah.
That's drawn. Yeah, or real spiky. Spiky is a good. Yeah, spiky font.
And maybe
maybe that's what my name would be. Spiky font.
Spiky font. That's a good one.
Font. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of them seem like onomatopoeias as well. Like just sounds that they've put into.
The sound
that they've put into words. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
But IKEA. I've been trying to get a couch, right? This was
right.
Supposed to be a couch like forever ago. And you go there and they have the couch on display. There's 2 things I got a beef with. They got the couch on display. You're like, hey, that's a good price. Like, that's the couch I want. And they're like, oh, that's the price for like the ugly green pattern that no one buys. Oh, okay. Well, how much is it for the other one? Oh, it's like $100-$200 more. Okay. Well, I want that couch. And they're like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. We only have the ugly green color available that no one wants.
And you have to put it together yourself.
And they don't deliver. They hire like a third-party delivery service. They're like, well, we'll hook you up with the delivery service, but you kind of got to deal with them. Well, what are their rates? I don't know. That's
really,
their thing.
Really expensive.
Yeah. And I literally, where IKEA is, we're almost one straight shot road.
We met at an IKEA before. You remember that?
Did we?
Yeah, in the IKEA parking lot in Burbank years ago. That was
the old IKEA. The old IKEA. Yes, I do remember that. There's a new. Have you been to the new one yet?
I have.
It's nice. It's slick. Anyway, now I'm praising IKEA. Damn it, Bandy.
Me and a fellow cheap friend of mine at my work, we used to head out there Sunday mornings for breakfast. A little treat.
Oh, it's good food. That food is delicious there.
Yeah.
No.
And it wouldn't be
for what you pay for what you pay for it. It is.
It's $2 a plate, and you get like 3 plates, and you're like, whoo.
I don't want any food that's only worth $2. If it's worth $2, you can have it. I'll go get myself something good.
I would.
They're just being fair.
And at IKEA,
really,
like,
how much does it cost?
You got to cook it yourself. I'm like, this is just regular food. Then this is just regular food. You tricked me, IKEA.
Bill has tried to get me to go there so many times. I was like, no, there's just no way that it can't be.
It's just eggs. You can't mess it up.
And those sausages, they got to have sawdust in them.
They got some hard bits, but no.
This is made of particle board.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
No
get
way.
the meatballs.
I have never heard of any. I understand you're at IKEA. It's like lunchtime. You eat whatever. You need food. But to make a trip to go there for breakfast, Bill, crazy son of a bitch.
Bill, I would join you anytime for breakfast at IKEA.
I would never drive. It wasn't my idea. I was more the tag along because you really needed someone to go and find it. Fine, I'll go. And it wasn't regrettable because there was a ton to eat for like $6.
You can get some import chocolate and cookies too.
And then on your way out, you go, you know what? Maybe a hot dog would be good too because that's only like 50 cents for a hot dog.
If anyone watching this wanted proof of how old Bill is, you're getting it right now.
What? What are you talking about?
Do you go there and read the paper too?
Get a shoe shine?
It's funny. We'd get there and the the cafeteria part opens before the regular store, so we'd have to walk through the closed part of the store and then all around the, the zoo, it's a zoo to get through and figure out where you're going, finally get to the cafeteria. And it's loaded. We're not the only people thinking of this. It's loaded with people.
Yeah. How old are they? How gray are they?
Not many smart people are there getting their breakfast.
I would expect the blue hairs and like the stoners, like the stoner crowd who are just like need the munchies. And they're like, dude, they got $2 Swedish meatballs for breakfast, man.
And
no regrets. No regrets. So that's our preamble. Pretty good preamble for the vinyl show. Yeah. I feel like we skipped over Kevin a little bit. I don't know if I introduced him properly. Did we?
No,
Buried on Mars.
All good. Yeah.
So Matt Bandy came in spotlight immediately. Let's get
that's no problem.
I did have to wait a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So is this thing on? Are we live? Still waiting for people to show up audience wise. Hello. Okay, they're coming.
Your microphone is in front of you, not on the camera.
Well,
you're tapping the.
Oh, no, I was seeing if the camera was on.
Oh, I see.
Bang it. Okay, so I had in the past for my little segment of vinyl adjacent to start things off. I had brought up my guitars before. I've shown 2 guitars. I started with my everyday guitar, which was an acoustic Norman guitar, and secondly, I brought Old Golden Boy, my very first guitar, which is a super vintage, very, very old guitar that is more a wall hanger than a player. I said that really I couldn't start learning how to play guitar on it because it hurt my fingers so much, because it just the action was so high on it. It was so ancient and archaic. Not that old means bad. If you find a Martin from 1920, it's going to be beautiful, as any of today's guitars. But this just. So after that, I put the guitar down for a while, and I would go back and every time try to play it and complain about it to my parents. So one Christmas, maybe a couple years after I got Golden Boy, they actually bought me an electric guitar on their own. They bought this for me. It's again nothing special. El Degas. El Degas.
Forgot about that thing.
Yeah.
How come that's not hanging on the wall?
Oh, it'll get a turn on the wall for sure at some point.
I've never seen it on there.
It'll get a turn. It's a Stratocaster copy. El Degas actually is getting a little bit of a reputation nowadays because they're not around anymore. And for some reason, I don't know if it's for nostalgia or people are remembering them a lot better than what they were. But there's kind of a collector market starting up a little bit on these they're made in Japan, which is always a good sign. Like I said, they don't make them anymore. They were popular in the 80s and 90s. A lot of them came into Canada. My parents got this at was it new? I think it was new at a music store. So it wouldn't have been expensive. It would have been like $150, $200, something like that. Nothing to break the bank. Check out the guitar strap on there. Look at that.
Oh, there you go. Misfits Fiend Club. There you go.
Yes. It's a buddy of mine's strap. It's not my strap.
I remember someone gave it to him.
Someone gave
I know who gave it to him.
I had that shirt.
Yeah, buddy of mine. And Kevin's was a big Misfits guy, and I needed a guitar strap, so he slapped that on there for me. What else can I tell you about this? I don't know.
I remember that guitar was heavy too.
So no.
Okay, I might be misremembering that.
Yeah. Not at all. There's no real parts in it. It's just cardboard and aluminum.
Aluminum foil.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but for what it did and for getting me on the road of playing guitar, it was really good. A lot of AC/DC played on this. Put super light strings on there, and had a couple buddies when we played AC/DC like crazy on this. So that was my El Degas guitar. Look, I don't know if you can see the wear on the fretboard. Let me see if I can. Get you a close up.
Oh wow, way up there too.
Look at that.
High up on the neck.
It's like Clapton, Blackie right there.
Yeah,
seen some action.
Look at that. And then, you know, after this, I got my Norman because I got more into the acoustic music and the folk music and all that, and this didn't fit in too well with playing the Dylan music. So
did you have a Misfits strap on that too?
Yeah, of course.
Acoustic guitar.
Of course, yeah. So that is but so I got a bonus section to this. As I pulled this out of its guitar case, I found my very first guitar teacher right here.
Oh.
Guitar Method. This is another reason why I didn't play guitar for a couple years, because I started by learning from this, and it was so boring and not fun. It's probably got my look at like this guy doesn't know how to make you rock. Come on,
that guy. Yeah, that's who I want to learn to play guitar from.
Okay, you know the tunings, how to tune your guitar. That is Will Schmidt.
Will Schmidt, the Schmidt.
So, yeah, this is what you gotta do.
He's rocking. He's
Put your numbers on your fingers there. But yeah, I'll show you my first song I ever learned on guitar. Where is it? These are doing notes. They make you do the notes thing, right? Bop, 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 bop on each string, moving from string to string.
How old were you when you got that?
Okay, so this I got with Goldie when I got Goldie. So that's grade 7, grade 8.
Okay.
However old you are for that. So
12, 13-ish?
Yeah, 12. 11, 12.
Yankee Doodle.
Oh, grade 8, not 13.
Oh, Claire de la Lune. I don't know what that is. I remember Clementine being in here. I was big on Clementine, but I can't find it now. Guitar solo. Anyways, but you weren't going to be able to do anything with your guitar if you didn't have it tuned. So all Will Schmidt included your guitar tuning here. So you put that on your record player and it'll play your guitar tones, your notes for you so you can tune your guitar.
Did you use that?
Just use your phone.
Yes, totally use that. Always hated tuning by ear. I couldn't wait to get an actual, meter. This has got a year of 1977 on that vinyl record there, on the vinyl sleeve, whatever you call it. It's Dr. Will Schmidt.
Oh.
He's the author of the best-selling Hal Leonard Guitar Method. So he's just passing along the goods there.
I would have loved it to be like, best-selling author of the history of World War I, 1914 to 1918. Like, history professor Dr. Bill Schmidt teaches the guitar.
But it's Hal Leonard's guitar method by Will. Who's Hal Leonard?
That's like The Office. Like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Brilliant. Okay, and as we get going, I will be continuing my albums that turn 50 years of age in the year 2021. So albums that were released in 1971. Still got a whack of them to go through. These are albums that are in my collection. So it's not even including all the big records that were released in 71, just the ones I have. So still a bunch of those to go through. So look forward to that. But I will pass the torch on over to Curtiss to see what he's going to start us off with. I don't remember if he had homework or not.
Oh, I had homework aplenty. And actually, I think this is a pretty interesting week because if I'm not mistaken, I believe each one of you gave me homework. I think. Yeah. So why don't we jump into that right now, shall we? The first piece of homework, if you'll remember, was
John
Baldry.
Right, Long John.
It ain't easy. Listen to that. That was good. It was good. It was very bluesy. It was steady Eddie for me. I'd personal taste, I would, out of 10, that's like a 6 or a 7 for me. I was like, I dug it. It was fun, but I'm not like rushing to listen to it again.
Right. It's a fun story though, right?
Yeah. And I did like, I was particularly paying attention to the beginning. You were saying he was laying on the floor, like recording himself. That was great. That is such a phenomenal start to the album. I thought that in fact, like it went from that into don't try to lay no boogie woogie on the whatever, right?
Boogie woogie.
Boogie woogie. That's right. That was great. That was good. And I was like, okay, I can get down with this. And then he kind of, I don't know, lost me somewhere along the way. I was like, yeah, this is just okay.
We only heard those first 2 tracks on the radio. That's all you ever heard from Long John on the radio.
Yeah, well, it kind of like bleeds together. You kind of have to do both. It's like when they play We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions. Like it's rare to hear them separate.
Mm-hmm.
They just go together. All right, the second one, I think this was you, Bandy, was Do Hollywood. That wasn't you, Bandy? Who was that?
Not me.
Lemon Twigs?
I told you that.
Bill again.
Oh, was that Bill?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Bandy. I thought that was you. So the Lemon Twigs. Oh, I didn't realize they were 2016. Okay, that's good. The Lemon Twigs, the best way I can describe them, if you're unfamiliar, is they are like the Beatles on crack. If the Beatles were the Beatles on LSD, Lemon Twigs are the Beatles on crack. They have a very, would you agree, Bill?
Yeah.
They're like very Beatlesy sounding, which was cool, but their songs are very haphazard all over the place. Like they shift tonally like 3 times in one song. It'll just be blah, 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 blah. You're all over the place. Very, very like attention deficit disorder felt like making this. And I kind of wished that they would slow it down and like just pick one, and like that would be a great song. But instead, it's like each song feels like a medley of itself. Like, I don't know. It was kind of crazy. So again, it was good. It wasn't my favorite, but it was good. That was more along the lines of what I'm into. So you get props for that, Bill. That was.
Are you saying that you just listened to like their studio album stuff?
Well, I listened to the album you told me, which was Do Hollywood.
Oh, I didn't mention any albums, just to be.
Well, that was the one that I had. So
I would just, if I could add a little bit more homework, to check out their live stuff on YouTube. They'd had a live at Amoeba, and they were live somewhere else that just blew me away. And it may fill that slot that you're looking for a little bit better, where it's more concise in thematically. Because their albums are like almost conceptual, wild stuff.
Yeah, it was a trip. That one was,
But in the live venue, they add a couple more players, so you can only do so much live, So check that out.
That was good. The one I did not get to this week, I will have to save it for the next time I'm on, and this maybe was Bandy as well, was The Sound of White Noise by Anthrax.
Mm-hmm. That was mine. Sorry,
dude. I tried, but I'm just really procrastinating that one. If I'm being honest, I'm like, I know it's gonna be work.
They're not that bad. I like them. They're one of my favorite bands.
But again, I'm hoping I'm surprised. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Like, listening to the Ozzy Osbourne stuff, I thought that was like, and Iron Maiden probably is a better example, because Ozzy Osbourne I was more familiar with. Iron Maiden I was not familiar with. And listening to them, I was like, that was awesome. That was great. I'm hoping it's going to be like that.
Their other singer was a little more melodic, like Bruce Dickinson. So you might be better off with one of their older albums.
I I'd go Among the Living.
Yeah, like that's probably a better place to start.
Let me do the one that we said, and then depending on how that goes, let's bounce around.
You'll think it's a different band. It's night and day.
Yeah, it's like.
But in that case, I like that, and like, I'm willing to jump.
Their stuff in the '80s was more like Iron Maiden because that was like the '80s sound, and then the '90s music all changed, right? And so they had to kind of adapt. And they got a little more of a rougher edge, you know. So that might be a little much for you. I don't know.
I dig. Hey, I got all the time in the world to listen to music, so
I know, but we're just afraid that we're going to lose you.
You're not going to. I give you my word right now. You're not going to lose me. I will commit to listening to both.
Hey, if you hung with Modern Life is War, you can get through Anthrax, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the third one, I saved this for last because this was the one that knocked it out of the park. It was very good. That was
yeah, there you go.
Red Van Fleet from the Fires. Yeah, that
good
one.
Stuff, eh?
Oh, holy crap. I think you mentioned it. They feel like kind of a spiritual successor to Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
Oh man, this was another one I was so impressed with. I went to the record store today. For some reason I kind of make it a hobby to go to the record store on the day before we do these. I looked for them today, but they didn't have any. Because I was gonna get this album if they had it. I liked it that much. That was yeah,
it's good stuff.
Really solid. And this is like a perfect example. I always talk about it's hard to find new like rock and roll bands. Yeah. These guys are phenomenal. Great. Yeah. So well done, Mars. They will be in the collection one day.
Nice.
They will be mine.
They will be mine. Oh, yes. And then I did, like I said, I went to the record store today. I went to CD Trader today because that's a little bit closer. And I did get one vinyl adjacent that I will show right now. I'm actually kind of excited I found this. I was checking this section as I normally do, but it just wasn't giving me anything. And I was like thinking about skipping it today. And I'm glad I didn't because this isn't something I'm super on the hunt for, but I'm like super glad I found it. It's a CD. Speaking of CDs, and it's
nice.
Huey Lewis and the News, Hard at Play, which coincidentally came out in 1991, celebrating its 30-year anniversary this year. And this is a great one. You know, I got to say, Huey Lewis and the News, they have their well-known albums, Sports and Four and Picture This and stuff, but they never lost it to me. I've listened to everything, and they don't put out a whole lot of stuff. They have like 10 albums, 11 albums, something like that. They never lose it. It's they still got it. It's just they kind of like fell out of favor with the majority.
Yeah.
But they never lost a step. And this is a great album too. I don't know if you
Build Me Up, that's a good one.
Yeah, Build Me Up's great. Couple Days Off is the one that I really dig. Like I don't know what was supposed to be their big single off this one, but I love Couple Days Off.
Yeah, that was I remember there was a video for that and everything.
Oh, was that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. But just really, really solid all the way through. Let's take a look. I never show CDs. This is pretty neat. As you can see, I paid $4 for it.
Nice.
That's a steal in my book. Let's see what's in here. This is thick. Oh, it's a poster. Look at this hangable ephemera.
Wow.
That's
I've never had that one.
And then on this side,
look
at that.
Classy.
Cool.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's funny how fickle music is. Like like you said, those guys never changed, but it wasn't like they lost any step in quality. It's just like people just got tired of them.
Yeah,
And
they are consistent. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they didn't change at all. They know what they like. They play what they like. And just kind of, as the 90s came in and grunge and all that took over, they kind of went out of favor, but really good. Check it out if you get a chance. That's it.
All right, cool. I like how we're sending it to the vinyl shop now. I like that.
Yeah, well, damn it, I feel like I gotta like show something, and it's, and Layla's like, "What are you doing? Spending all your money on this music stuff to show on the little internet show?" And I'm like, whatever. It's like these things. Like if I get a couple cassettes, it's like $4.
Wonderful.
Curtis, you might want to wait until you actually get the I do before you bust out that impression too often.
That was spot on. That's what she sounds like.
Yeah, if she was a pepper pot, maybe.
I've recorded myself and listened to it back. I'm like, yeah, no, it's like she's in the room with me.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Kevin, what has Kevin got for us? Hope it's more automotive. I'm excited. From the potato brand.
I don't have any. No, that was it. One and done. No, I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel with the vinyl adjacent stuff. So there's been this deck of playing cards that has been sitting on my shelf forever, and I haven't looked inside at the actual cards in a very long time. So I'm gonna show my AC/DC trading cards here.
Playing cards
or playing cards, yeah, whatever. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah, that's cool. I've never seen those. When'd you get those?
I don't 2007 apparently.
So now I see that's the Highway to Hell cover on the front. Is this Bon Scott or does it also include Brian Johnson?
We're going to find out.
Oh,
I see on the back here. We got Brian Johnson.
Oh, okay.
So I imagine that's what the cards look like.
Okay, but who do we want to lay bets? Who's like on the Joker, or who's on the Ace?
I would guess the Joker would be Angus, or well, he could be the Ace. Angus, Ace, A.
Yeah, they could all be Angus for sure, but
are they all like what about the face cards, the King and Queen and Jack and stuff? Is that members?
I bet you Bond would be a Joker. Angus has to be the Ace. King.
Malcolm's like
that would make sense. Yeah.
And Brian Johnson is he's the 4 of clubs, and that's it.
All right. I don't know if these are in any order. For the Joker, not bad. What'd you guys say? Angus?
I said Bond.
I said Angus.
You said Angus? Well, point goes to Curtis. You got Angus taking
God
his pants
damn
down.
it.
Right there.
What's on the number side? Show me the number side.
What do you mean the number side? Oh, you mean this side? That's
all
just
bad.
Okay. All right.
What did you say for Ace?
I said Angus.
Point goes to Bill. There you go.
Yeah.
So they're just all Angus.
Yeah.
No. King, you got Brian Johnson.
So
you're wrong on Malcolm there. Malcolm is the Queen, apparently.
Oh.
Makes sense.
You can tell I haven't played these because they're all in order. Cliff Williams on the bass. The Jack. He's got the Jack. And you got Phil Rudd. It's number 10.
10.
And then it looks like it just goes back through those guys. I don't even think you get any Bon Scott in here. Just different shots of those guys. Maybe they could only get the likeness rights for those.
Well, now hold on. We're still only in the hearts. We might get to,
I'm not. You don't want me to go through all 52 of these, right? I'll just
show me at least the 4 of clubs.
4 of clubs. You said Brian Johnson's a 4 of clubs. You might be right here. All the clubs are all the way at the back, and for the 4 of clubs, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for a good time? Yeah, you got sweaty Angus.
Short hair.
But you weren't too far off because you got Vacation Brian Johnson here as a 3 of clubs.
I was what?
I have never seen him in a Hawaiian shirt.
Magnum PI,
But
Brian
there
Johnson.
he is. All Hawaiian shirt up. But it's just those guys. You got no Bon Scott. You got no Chris Slade. That's it.
Man, that deck is awesome.
I never like playing cards with those, like the novelty card, because I'm so used to like the standardized. That's what the card looks like, and you have some different image on. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I've never used these, so
That is some good adjacent. That could be a whole video right there. I know if Joe had those, that would be a whole Joe video.
Oh, that would be well. First of all, he'd be floored that somebody sent them to him.
I do like though that they took the time to like put a different photo on each card. That's cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nice. 52 photos right there. There you go. That's my vinyl adjacent.
Where'd you find that?
I don't remember. They've been lying around for years, so I don't remember.
Probably was in a Christmas stocking or something.
They were printed in 2007, so I don't think so. I don't get gifts, so
I sent it to you in 2008. I'm just trying to.
I don't think so. Nobody sends me any gifts.
You're
so
welcome.
That is so sad. Stop saying that. Now I'm gonna like send you a gift. Jesus. Do you have a stapler? I have 2 staplers.
No, please don't. No, I'm good. I'm all stapled up.
All right. Hey, I like that. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Thank you, Ken.
It's a bigger hit than I thought it would be.
I love
I
that,
thought my
yeah.
car filters was the pinnacle. I mean, there was just nowhere to go.
I'm just glad I don't have to follow that. I am not jealous of Bandy right now.
Good luck, Bandy. He is
Sorry, dude.
surrounded by vinyl, but he has to bring us something adjacent to it.
Where's your
He's already-
made?
He's already topped the shelves, so I don't know.
I do. I have some cassettes this week that came in the mail. So
I thought it was going to be Dungeon Synth cards. I was ready for them.
I
Got some. You got
do.
some.
I
All right.
and they haven't arrived yet because they're still being.
Oh, they're on their
printed,
way.
Yeah, they're not here yet. They're on their way.
They're in transit.
Subscribe. You don't want to miss the Dungeon Synth
So
cards coming up anytime.
So it's gonna be in like a old wax bag. So I will save those and open those on the show.
Nice.
Get the reminder.
How lucky are we?
Yeah.
Click that bell.
That's so funny that you said that. Because
That'll definitely.
They just started. There was a record company that put those out.
That's
Curtis,
wild.
you're gonna have to clear your schedule so you can make that airing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Don't let
No.
Chris Roberts take that night.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'll order a bus to be driven somewhere just to make sure he's got work.
Okay, so I got an order from Dungeons Deep, which is a label.
Dungeons Deep.
Dungeons Deep.
That is like a mistress's.
Dungeons. Okay, well, wait.
Yeah.
If you like the name of that record label, wait till you get a load of the name of the band.
Oh,
So I got.
Show
Three-
is that this? Show us the name. Let's see if we can read it. Is that the squiggly font?
I don't know if we can get the glare out of
See
here.
if we can make it out.
We could probably make it out.
Horse.
Nope.
Helen
Or-
Keller.
with an H. No.
Hole-
Yeah, it kind of
holes?
looks like Helen Keller.
Holes.
Hole-
Wellow. Holes
Hole-
Wellow. Hole. Hole Dweller.
Hole Dweller.
I was close.
This is like Bumper Stumpers. Oh, that's a Canadian reference. You guys would not get.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
sorry.
Oh, they missed out on Bumper Stumpers.
Yeah. You know, they still have the Bumper Stumpers set in the back in the graveyard.
Put that on eBay.
I don't think I can sneak it out. That'd be
Like
tricky.
Kramer. Do the Kramer thing in your basement. Bumper Stumpers. A little Canadian segment right there for you. Canadian game show.
I'm intrigued.
Sorry, Bandy.
That's okay.
Are you? You want Kevin to
I
explain
love
it further?
game shows. No, but
This was
maybe I'll
horrible.
check it out.
This was a horrible
Oh,
one.
it's a quick explanation. They would take, like, so like how people would have vanity plates, right? And sometimes you can't figure out what the hell the vanity plate is saying because it's like something personal to them.
Yeah.
So they would show they would just make up like weird vanity plates like that, and then you'd have to guess what it is.
That
So
was
it'd
the
be
whole
like
show.
that was
for
a whole
half
show.
hour.
Wow.
For half
Wow.
hour.
Hey, it was a success.
Wow.
Canadian
It was.
television at its best.
Probably could find some on YouTube. Look up
I'll
bumper
check it out.
stuffers
I'm
on
yeah.
YouTube.
Link in the
I
description.
personally know a bunch of people who worked on that show. So if you want me to hook you up with autographs or stories or anything, just let me know.
Nice.
Whoa.
Kevin's claim to fame.
That's right. But I'm bumper stumper adjacent.
I'm Littlest Hobo adjacent.
Oh, that's big time.
That's big time.
That's top shelf.
Nathan Fillion adjacent.
I don't know. I think the littlest hobo trumps Nathan Fillion.
I don't know the littlest hobo. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you're missing out.
Clearly.
I think Hobo made it down in the States. I'm sure people know about the Hobo down there.
Yeah, but 50 years ago, maybe.
Chris Roberts probably watched it when he was a teenager.
While he was playing with his marbles.
I know. Did you hear that? He's like, oh, my favorite toy growing up was Ball and Cup. Oh, we'd have some great rounds of Ball and Cup after we went down to the Nickelodeon with our ribbon candy.
And
and we rode our penny farthings home.
Well, he had his wheel with the stick.
Oh, yeah.
The wheel and stick, yeah.
The wheel and stick.
Yeah.
All right. We're stomping all over Matt Bandy's segment.
That's okay. Anyway, well, I got these 2 Fridays ago on Bandcamp Friday. Dungeons Deep did a deal where they put out these 3 because these were actually, this one wasn't out of press. This one was relatively new, but these 2 were out of print. So they did a deal where they packaged these 3 together, and I scooped it up and got it because it went really quick. It was gone within maybe a few minutes after they put these on there. But the good thing is, like, because this has been out of print for a while, they're going to keep this. They're going to do subsequent pressings. I believe this is the 4th press of this cassette. It was released on vinyl. It had 1 vinyl release, and that is pretty pricey. That's been out of print for a while, but because this was really well received. It is Dungeon synth. It has a very warm tone to it, and what was cool about these releases is the guy behind this also wrote a story that went with every track. So there's 10 tracks on here. So on Bandcamp, it's not included in the liner notes, but you can download or read along, I guess, with the tracks. So it's about this the character who is on the cover here is like this little hobbit guy. It's very Tolkien inspired, and I believe, let me see if I can find the character's name.
Because there's no lyrics, right, to those
No,
songs?
there's no lyrics at all. But so it's kind of it's cool to kind of read along, and it helps it sets the mood for the story too. And it's kind of cool on the cassette there. You got a little map of the world that he created there in the story. The name of this is called "Flies the Coop."
I can never read while someone's singing. Like if I'm listening to music, I can't concentrate on both things.
No. Illustration there. So yeah, like heavily Tolkien inspired. So that was Flies the Coop, and then after that came Returns to Roost.
Now, does all of these have a story with them, or just that one?
Yeah.
So
No,
is
they
it
all
like
do.
is it like a trilogy?
I believe so. So I think these 2, this was one story, and Flies the Coop 2, which is the latest release, is the start of another story. which I haven't read this one yet. But it's not very. It's kind of a short story because you can pretty much read the segment in the minute, 2 minutes for the tracks. So you got the cover here. So it kind of looks like the what would be a hobbit's home. Same on the other side there too.
So is this guy like really into hobbits, or what's the?
Oh, just fantasy adventure type stuff. Tolkien.
Oh, preview.
It was almost reading time with Bandy again there. And then this is your Flies the Coop 2, another map. And then some other J card and some other illustrations. Looks like some little guys going on an adventure there.
Is that stickered on the cassette, or is it like screened on the cassette?
No, this is screened on there. So you can see here it's second. I don't know if you can see that there. Down here it says second edition. So this is the second press of this cassette. So check these guys out on Bandcamp. You can either look at just Hole Dweller or Dungeons Deep. We'll have all their releases. There's quite a few releases that. So this is their latest release here is their 68th release. So
68th?
Yeah, not Hole Dweller.
Not Hole Dweller, Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's an amazing amount of output.
Yeah. Dungeons Deep Records has
Gotcha.
at least 68.
Do you have all 68?
No, this is actually the first time I've ordered from Dungeons Deep.
I gotta say, get the Bandcamp app if you don't have it already, because you can listen to all this stuff on the go, and it's all there. All the songs are there. It's not clips; it's the whole thing.
And because you can usually listen to them a couple times before if you decide to purchase it or not.
It counts.
Sometimes, yeah. But there's some artists who will just let you listen to it there's no paywall. You can just listen to it if you want to purchase it though. So you can have it to download. You have to buy it the digital. But now they have where you can on the app you can download directly from the app to play offline, which is nice because that wasn't an option before. And I'll show one more thing. It's just to do another. This is vinyl, but there was a new record that I got in the mail the other day, which I've actually shown this on the show before, the CD version of it by a band I've talked about a little bit on the show, Holder. This is Hymns of a Forlorn Peasantry, the name of this record. I had the CD and then initially missed out on the first pressing of this. And this was another Bandcamp Friday pickup. And I missed there was 2 color releases, and then this is on black vinyl. There was like 40 of each of the colored vinyl, and that went super quick. And this says it's limited to 100 only. I find that hard to believe, just because this is a pretty popular record right now, and I wouldn't see the record label only pressing 100, especially just on black vinyl. But I'm not sure. Hopefully, they will keep this record in print, because some of the early pressings of this are pretty pricey on Discogs. So this is just on black vinyl. And it came with, so the lyric sheet here is a little booklet.
It really doesn't seem worth it to do a run of 40 for the colored editions. Doesn't even seem like it's worth getting the machine.
Yeah, I know, 40 of each. Yeah, I know, it's weird. That was such a strange number. You got a big shot of her right there.
Oh, she's dungeons deep.
She is. And then it also came with a poster.
Careful.
So there you go.
Right on. Scandinavian?
No, she is originally from Belgium, I think. But she now lives in somewhere in the Pacific Northwest.
Cool. Well, I want to say hi to Miss Elba Bob has joined us. It's good to see her.
Hello there.
We finally have an audience.
Audience of one.
I mean,
and it's all downhill from here too.
you missed the best stuff.
The best stuff. Yeah.
Might want to just rewind and not bother with this next hour.
I can tell you. Holy mackerel. I had guitars, AC/DC cards, Canadian game show talk.
Bumper stopper.
Wow. Bumper stumpers.
Bumper stompers.
Yep. Anyways, I guess it is back to me. I will be showing some, we can do some vinyl now. And I'm continuing to show you albums that have come out 1971, turning 50 years old this year. And that normally means, you know, they roll out a big anniversary edition, very costly, you know, with extra tracks and all that. And that, you know, I've seen a lot of that come out this year. So kind of thought maybe I should see which of those albums I already have that are 50 years old. So I pulled a bunch. This is the third week I've been going through them. So a lot of great albums came out in 71. Crazy. Oh, Miss Elba Bob asks, how will I be celebrating Bob's birthday this weekend? Bob Dylan turning 80 May 24th, which is a holiday in Canada. Bob Dylan birthday. It gets its everyone gets the day off for that day. It's a holiday.
That is a classic Fox News lie where there's part truth in there. Yes, May 24 is a holiday. No, it is not to celebrate Bob Dylan's birthday.
So what was I going to, you know what? I was actually going to record a song. But it didn't, I haven't done it. I don't know. We're down to the wire now.
What's going to happen with this song? Are you going to put it out?
I was going to put it on the channel. Yeah, I was going to put it on the channel, do a classic Bob song from early on. And, but.
So it's a cover. You're doing a cover, you mean?
Yeah, do a cover.
You should do a new song that like is dedicated to Bob.
So just write one
to you, Bob.
Melody.
I love you. Yeah, that's how music works, Bill.
I'm envisioning the next Chocolate Rain right here.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Bill.
Yeah. Okay. Well, time's ticking away. I don't know if it's going to happen. I got a lot of plates spinning right now, so it was an idea. I don't know if it's going to happen. I can never get my mics to sound good whenever I try and record myself, or maybe I just don't sound good. That could be it. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to just record it and send it all to like Kevin so he can produce it, because I'm not a good producer because I think it sounds like crap, but maybe to someone else it sounds okay. But whenever I try and send Kevin work, he always bounces it back. So.
Well, I do not like work, so yes.
Yeah. Okay, and she also asked about there's a bunch of magazines right now out celebrating Bob's 80th birthday. Time Life has a big commemorative one, Rolling Stone, Uncut, all these. I was looking at them, would love to get them. And like nowadays, the shelf price on magazines are just so crazy. $18.99 for a magazine nowadays.
What? What?
Yeah, that's cheap.
$18.99?
Yes,
for a magazine.
Yes.
Oh my God, I haven't bought a magazine in
one. And I mean, it's cool and glossy and all that, but let's get real. We have all that material already. They're just pulling the old articles we already know.
Yeah.
Yes, so I said no. I'd love to do it, but I can't do it.
I got a Mad magazine right there for $1.95. It's from 1989, but
oh, the uncut does give you a CD, so that one's probably and it's an import, so that's I don't know what the price is in Canada for that. Probably around 24 or something like that.
My goodness.
Yeah. Anyways, that's why I haven't gotten any of the commemorative magazines or any of that stuff. I did want to share while I was pulling out my second guitar ever. I forgot to show you guys the actual pick here that was with it, because this is an original. Like, this would be in the Bill Museum here, this pick. This thing has seen some age. It's got the music store that it was purchased on. Look at how much use has been on that pick. I do not lose picks, because when I find one I like, the right, I keep that forever.
I got a whole tin of.
Not me. I know you might say I'm cheap, but
I throw them out when they're down to that.
Look at that. Yeah, it's
done.
down to nothing. And if you see, it's got the cutouts where you Angus Young along the strings there for the thunder sound. Anyways,
that's insane, Bill. You got to get rid of that. You don't need that.
That's a museum piece now.
You don't use it though, do you?
If I get out El Degas, that is what pick is on it.
My goodness.
That's how you
can get them for free,
That's how you get the Bill tone. It's got that very rounded edge tone that when people hear it on the radio, they're like, "Oh, I know who that's playing."
Yeah. You and Mark Knopfler.
Mm-hmm. All right. I will continue. Let's bring out the vinyl that's turning 50. I teased last week what I would start with. Do you guys remember? I think Kevin named them again.
Oh, Beach Boys and Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. You are right. Fleetwood or Beach Boys, looking for something different here.
I still not have given that one a spin.
Surf's Up.
I'm writing it down.
What's on the
crazy cover for the Beach Boys?
Is that a guy on a horse with a spear?
Yeah, they're trying to get away from this ironic title. They're trying to get away from their pop surfer. This originally titled Landlocked, to say not surfing. We're landlocked. And I don't know if you're a big Brian Wilson fan. I guess he was not as involved in the production of this album like he was in previous albums. So diehard Beach Boy fans might want to skip this one. I'm not sure. I haven't listened to it. I can't even remember last time I listened to it. Probably when I pulled it out for the vinyl collection like a year ago. Although the Beach Boys, that wouldn't have been too long ago episodically if we go back on this show. Surf's Up. That's turning 50. I haven't heard much about this getting a special anniversary edition.
Well, do you know what the songs sound like? Like, if you listen, are you saying it's good? Are you giving it approval, or? I'm
not giving it approval. No, it's
not giving it an approval.
That's a double negative, Bill.
Not going to. No, I say give it a listen. Don't give it a buy. Give it a listen. I think it's more them dipping into proggy kind of music.
I see.
Not poppy. They're trying to find a footing in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't have all that Brian Wilson, engineering in it either. So I don't know. Now the next one.
So all these albums you're showing from 50 years ago are not necessarily good albums. They're just albums from 50 years ago. Is that what's happening?
They're albums that are in my collection, so they must have passed some sort of smell test.
Okay.
Meaning they were at a yard sale for 50 cents. So I got it. We mentioned Fleetwood Mac.
The Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. This is Like this is before those two joined the band and ruined it. But it was after what's his face left. Peter Green is no longer with the band. They were trying to, I guess, on this one, they're moving away from the Peter Green blues kind of stuff, trying to get more poppy. I also found out that early releases of this, so this is not an early release, because early releases, all this is yellow. So if you're wondering if you have an early original release of this album, it would be yellow. And yeah, it's got a sleeve in there. Fleetwood Mac. And it says I like on the back here how it explains how the personnel has moved around in the short years that Fleetwood Mac has been around up to this time. I like that. Fleetwood Mac turning 50. It's called Future Games. I don't know if I mentioned that. Future Games.
Is that a good one?
Yeah, I listened to it. It's okay. Again, it's before those two came in the band and ruined it. So
yeah,
it's not Peter Green. Like, get those albums, the Fleetwood Mac blues album.
Yeah. If you could find them, good luck.
Yeah,
might be able to get some reprints now, but they were on my list back in the day, but I never found a one.
This is a big one. This is a big one. John Lennon, Imagine, turning 50. And we got the single in here too. The 45. What's the price of 45 John Lennon Imagine back in the day?
50 cents.
$1.50.
Oh wow.
$1.50. What is that? What is that symbol, Kevin? You know?
A Target?
No, it's before my time. No clue. You probably know.
I don't. Wonder if Miss Elba Bob.
Wegmans.
Wonder if Miss Elba Bob recognized that symbol.
Woolworth.
Could be, yeah. You know what? I just watched Above Us Only Sky documentary. It's on where was it? Netflix. Came out last year. When they were recording this album, he had opened up his house and the studio to cameras, and they recorded tons and tons and tons of stuff that never really got a proper release until this documentary, Above Us Only Sky. It's awesome. It's great. Definitely check out that documentary. It's got Yoko behind the scenes pulling the strings, though, a little bit. It's very pro Yoko, but it's still very good. You get such an intimate portrait of their lives together in that time. When he recorded this, of course, put Imagine on there. Any guesses who shot this photo and this photo?
Andy Warhol.
Everyone's saying Warhol?
Or
Annie Leibovitz.
Yeah, that's the other one. Those are your two choices.
Mm-hmm.
I already told you. Yoko
shot it?
Yoko
is that why it's such a terrible picture?
It's actually, they shot it with their Polaroid, and they did a double exposure, because if you could manage to half trigger your Polaroid and then do another exposure on your Polaroid and then print it. So one shot is him, and then she pointed it up at the clouds and did second exposure of the clouds.
See.
Their original idea was, they had a real photographer, and their original idea was his face, and they cut out his eyes and put in like real clouds in his eyes, and it looked like horrifying. They showed it in the documentary. It was scary looking, and they're like, I don't think that's going to work. And they ended up coming up with this.
So that was a recent documentary?
Yeah, last year.
Last year.
Above Us Only Sky.
I remember watching a documentary years ago. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something like a fan had made it onto his compound and knocked on his door.
That's in there.
That's in there? Okay. Because I haven't seen that since. I wanted to see that because it was hilarious, because this fan like had all these Beatles lyrics memorized, and he's spewing them out to John Lennon. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean? And John Lennon's looking at him like, dude, we just wrote the lyrics. They just, they fit the tune. Like, that was it.
Yeah, the guy looked like he could have lunged at him at any time.
Yeah,
It's kind of scary.
It was scary. It was scary.
That was a good John Lennon, by the way, Mars.
I didn't think it was very good, but it was
perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah, like it fit this show.
So this has got "How Do You Sleep" on it, which is a shot at Paul McCartney, because Paul McCartney on the Ram album, which is also celebrating 50 years, had a shot at John. You know what? I don't have that Ram album.
I don't either, and you know what? It's really questionable about whether or not that was really a shot at John Lennon. I think John Lennon was reading into some lyrics.
What one was that?
Too Many People. The song Too Many People. It was like too many people. And it's just, it could have been about anybody, but he took it as it being about him.
Yeah.
It's got a nice Yoko quote on the bottom. Not gonna focus.
Just read it to us, Bill.
Imagine the clouds dripping. Dig a hole in your garden to put them in.
What does that even mean?
Yoko 63. Yoko Ono wrote a book of all that stuff about expanding your mind.
Wow.
Cat alert.
Matt Bandy just got taken away by giant cat haters.
I was hoping that I would get on the show.
Oh, cat
yeah.
Everybody, there we go.
There you go. That's what he thinks of this show. Woof.
It's pretty accurate assessment, I think. Spot on.
All right, so there's some good homework for you. Check out Above Us Only Sky. Really good. Julian Lennon's in it with a brand new interview. And usually if it's a Yoko project, you don't see Julian in there. So it's nice to... It's good. Should I do one more?
Why not?
Sure. You guys remember I showed this one? Bark.
No.
I remember the weird fish head.
This is
not knowing what it was.
Right. Bark by Jefferson Airplane, 71 on Grunt Records. It's meant to look like when you go to the butcher shop, of course, you got your they wrap up your meat, in this case a fish, and of course they put in false teeth. And apparently for this release, the original release, if you're looking for the original version of this, it came in an outer cardboard bag, like to look like a grocery bag, an old school grocery bag. And on the front of it was a JA, Jefferson Airplane, but it was done in the same font as the A&P grocery store to look like that. So, and then you open up the bag and then your meat's in there. And is the music any good? I don't know. I can't tell you at all if I remember.
Why is it called Bark?
You've never heard of fish bark before?
Fish bark? Yeah. Oh, it's got a nice insert. What you can do with the bag.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it to the store, wear it as a hat.
Yeah, it kept going. It was a full list.
Yeah.
That's like some Dr. Seuss right there.
Jam it.
Coo-it?
What?
So that, I don't know if this is probably we'd say missing a sleeve, because that's not really a sleeve. But then, like your fish would be wrapped in newspaper, right? So this is like fake newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
That they wrap the fish in. I don't know, to be honest with you. I can't remember listening to it.
I would guess they put more work into the packaging than the album itself.
It seems like it. Although, you know what? Little Richard appears on this record. So, okay. That's it for me, I think, for this round. I don't want to take up all the time. Yeah, let Curtis have at it.
All right, here we go. So I picked up a record today. I'm actually, hey, Duke, I'm glad you're here.
Is Duke here?
Yeah, Duke.
Oh.
Yeah. He's poking around.
Hey, Duke. Good to see you, sir.
Oh, Duke.
So I picked up one record today, and I'm very excited because Tara picked this up a few weeks ago, and I said, oh, I want to get that one, and I got it today. And that is Billy Joel, Songs in the Attic, for the low price of $24.99.
What?
Whoa.
I need that one.
So this little history lesson. First of all, this album is amazing and belongs in. If you're any sort of self-respecting Billy Joel fan, you need to have this in your album. I thought it was his first live album, and technically it is, but it's not really because it's not one full show. It's like each song is from a different live show, and they. I was reading the back here, so I'm paraphrasing what it says on the back, but essentially, he didn't. His earlier albums. The only hits that people really knew were Captain Jack and Piano Man. But he had all these other songs that when they played them live, the crowd ate them up. But it didn't really, after he got famous or after The Stranger came out in 1977, it's not like people were clamoring to get these earlier albums. But these live songs, people loved it. And he thinks it's because on the earlier albums, he kind of had session players playing this. Whereas his band, when they would play it live, he felt more accurately captured what was in his head when he wrote these songs. And so he wanted to make a live album of all the songs that killed when they played them live and put them all together on this. And so that's what he did. So it's a lot of early Billy Joel songs, and it's phenomenal. I mean, really good. I listened to it this afternoon after I got home. And nice little gatefold there.
Is it 2?
It's just one. One phenomenal, but there is some extra ephemera inside.
Is it all from one venue, or is it?
No, it's so he did a tour in 1980, and I don't know if you can see it here. Like, there's Madison Square Garden, Washington D.C., Minnesota, Connecticut, Massachusetts. Yeah, it's all over the place. So, but it really does sound good. I mean, I would say, yes, these are probably more definitive versions of the song. And it's fun to hear the crowd getting into it. So came with this. This was why I paid a premium for it, is it has it had this little ditty along with it. All the lyrics.
Worth it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You should ask Mother Brain how much she paid for hers.
Yes.
Mother Brain,
$4.99.
how much did you pay for it? at your little honey hole that you found it at, right? Look at that. Old Billy Joel when look at that big old head of hair.
Yeah.
That's great. What is it? Who's Cyclops on the drums?
Oh, that's cool.
Uh-oh.
Scott Summers. $12.
Did she get the fancy
Ephemera?
Insert?
Hers is probably sealed.
Not ephemera. Insert.
It is ephemera because they made a point to say, hey, it includes this, indicating that a lot of people threw it away, which would make it.
A lot of stupid people bought that album and threw it away. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
And
she's got that too. She didn't have to. You paid LA prices. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
She paid Maryland price.
Yeah, you gotta pay. But it's in really good condition. It sounds great. Yeah. I'm very happy I have this.
Curtis, do you have Cold Spring Harbor?
I don't. That's his first album.
I was going to say that is turning 50.
I almost picked it up today for that very reason. I was literally going back and forth between that one and this one, and I was like, I feel like I'm going to see Cold Spring Harbor more. I don't see Songs in the Attic that much, so I feel like I should pick that one up.
Good move.
but I did have. There was another album I was looking for today that came out in '71 by my other boy Elton, and that is Madman Across the Water.
Right.
But they only had some like expensive version of that, so I was like, nah, I'll hold off. But I'm going to show a couple more things because, like Bill, I too have some albums that came out in 1971. So if you'll indulge me for a moment, why don't we take a look? First one here. I don't know if Bill showed this one yet, but imagine. Funny little story about this. It's a double exposure.
Oh.
Yoko Ono took the photo. It was originally, they were supposed to be in the eyes.
You got the cool sleeve that I had?
The cool sleeve. Bill.
Oh.
There's the Pope shit in the woods.
Now look at yours is an original pressing on Capitol. Mine's on Apple.
Ooh, well,
so
you know.
I wonder whose is the original.
Oh, Capitol would be.
Yeah,
original.
because he didn't want to be on Apple when he left in the 70s. So yeah, Curtis, you win.
So I went and check this out. LA prices.
Whoa. Jeez. Bargain.
I will say, you know, when I got into record collecting, this was probably like 10 years ago or so, prices were so cheap on like they were all like this. And over the years, I'm sure you've all seen it. It's just everything.
Past 3 years, it's gotten crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
$40 for a new release now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. A couple more. I honestly don't know if Bill showed this one. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. It's probably coming up. I'm trying to beat him to the punch on it.
Oh,
He forgot to put that in.
no, I'm going chronologically. That is later in the year.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Led Zeppelin 4.
That's a big one.
This is the Superman Quest for Peace of Led Zeppelin albums. Oops.
There you go.
This is some Matt Bandy art here.
Yeah, that's bandy-iced.
It's a good one. I think I've shown this one already, but let's show it again. This is a good one. I think my favorite song off of this album is Black Dog.
That's a good one.
Although Misty Mountain Hop is pretty good too.
When the Levee Breaks, that thing.
Oh, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
That is the fucking.
Oof. That's making Kevin swear, for Christ's sake.
Did I
Nice.
swear? I don't even realize it when I do it.
Just for comparison's sake, so I have this. This is a re-release. Definitely a re-release. I think this is the 180. This one feels heavy.
Yeah, there was a hologram there on the sleeve.
Oh, they did that in 71 all the time.
I don't think so.
So
that was the giveaway. My keen eye caught that.
that's a good one. And then I showed this before, and I know Bill showed this, I think, last episode, but this was one of the 2 very first records I ever owned. And that's Who's Next, which I still kept the
Happy birthday.
for eyes on.
Goddamn, Neil.
Yep. Neil got me this. I didn't even own a record player yet.
That's not written right on the record, though, right? That's just on the plastic.
No, it's on the plastic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, Neil, you're fired.
So, and I think I probably told this story the last time I showed this, but the reason he got me this, other than it's an amazing record, is Won't Get Fooled Again. At the time, Neil and I were playing a lot of pool, and we would go to the pool hall, and this jukebox had a very limited selection of songs, but they did have, I don't know if it was Who's Greatest Hits or whatever, but we would always play Won't Get Fooled Again, and then right at the part of the song when it's like, wah! You know, the CSI Miami, wah! We would always try and, whoever was shooting would try and wait just for that moment and like make a really cool shot and then like look up like when, wah!
Did you ever make a cool shot?
Sometimes. but more often than not, no, because you'd be so focused on trying to hit the timing right of the song that you'd like bounce the ball off the table and say, "Hey, someone," you know. But
did all the ladies whirl around and look at you when you did
oh, yeah, all those pool hall ladies. That's just a black vinyl record. And then finally, my favorite Stones album,
71. You got the zipper.
Don't
do it. Don't
use your teeth. Use your teeth.
Just looking for that intro.
Ew, I licked it. And this does have the treasure trail.
Does it have the Warhol signature in there too?
Yeah.
There you go.
You can. It's in there. Trust me. So this, I believe, though, is a double. I got like the special edition one, double LP. And yeah.
What's on the second
So
disc?
this is just the standard one, which whatever, we've all seen that, but the second disc is pretty sweet. So we got Brown Sugar with Eric Clapton.
From back then, from 71?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Doesn't say on this one when it was recorded. An acoustic version of Wild Horses. An alternate version of Can't You Hear Me Knocking, an extended version of Bitch, and an alternate version of Dead Flowers. I love Dead Flowers. That song's so good. And then side 2 is a little live selection from the Roundhouse in 1971. It's Live With Me, Stray Cat Blues, Love in Vain, and Honky Tonk Women. So that is a great second disc special edition.
How is Eric Clapton doing?
What?
Did you guys not hear about what had happened?
No.
He wasn't able to move his hands or feet for like a few weeks after receiving his vaccination.
Really?
Yeah, he was worried like he wasn't going to be able to play music again. And it's since come back, but he had some weird reaction to where he couldn't move his arms and his hands.
What, do you get that crazy AstraZeneca they got floating around in Canada?
That's what they got in the UK.
I just heard this yesterday.
Huh. Wow. I don't know.
That is crazy. Yeah. Well, Curtiss.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that Sticky Fingers is probably the 40th anniversary one. It might be. It might have come out around 2011. What is this? Hold on, let me see if I can find. 2015 maybe. Looks like 2015. So I guess not.
Yeah, because I remember when that came out. It wasn't that long ago. Because that tempted me for sure to get.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Curtiss showed Who's Next, and just to tease a little bit, not the only Who album to turn 50 this year. So stay tuned for that. That's a long one.
That's a long one.
Pew.
All right. Curtiss, I think you're done. Are you done?
I'm done. I yield my time.
Okay. Kevin.
All right. So you might remember last week I teased some Rush. So we're in the R's, wrapping up the R's. But before we get to that, I got to get to my new pickup.
No.
Yes. The last thing I needed was another Motorhead album. And so that's what I got. This is another Motorhead album. I didn't need another one. But this one is Motorhead and Lemmy. Look at that. She's got the Motorhead and then Lemmy. So this is a compilation album of a bunch of covers that he did for various compilations and soundtracks and whatnot. So that's why it's Motorhead and Lemmy, because sometimes it was the full band and sometimes it was just Lemmy. So you got covers. Overkill. It's a different version, which is their own song. But Nothing Else Matters, a Metallica song. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. AC/DC. Blue Suede Shoes, the Carl Perkins / Elvis song. Breaking the Law, Judas Priest. Tie Your Mother Down from Queen. Paradise.
Imagine him singing a Queen song.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Does he sing on all the tracks?
Yeah,
Okay,
totally. And The Train Kept a Rolling all night long. Live from 1978. Desire, which is the Ozzy song. Paradise. I'm not sure what Paradise is. I'm hoping it's Phil Collins' Paradise. Look twice. Another day for you and me in Paradise. But anyways, haven't opened it. Just came in.
Ooh.
Final
So
opening.
Here we
Hit
go.
that like button.
Hit the bell. Ring the bell.
He's almost gotten through it, folks. He's stuck midway.
This
He's
was a tricky
attacking
one.
it from the other side.
It's a tricky one.
Seems to pull straight through from that side. Has he granted access
There's
yet?
a piece of plastic right there.
Dottie, what are you seeing down at grass level? Well, he's a left-hander, so
I still haven't ripped a single poster on this show, unlike some righties I know. Hopefully there's not a poster in here to make me eat my words.
yeah, that's racist what you said, by the way.
Did I offend all the race of the right-handed people?
Yeah.
Is that what
So, Kevin,
Anyways.
I'm sorry. I missed it. This is a brand new release?
Yeah, it just came out this year. I don't even know if it's official. Here we go. Here's the vinyl.
Ooh.
This looks a little orange to me.
It looks salmon colored
Yeah.
to me.
On the cover here, it says limited edition neon pink. And that does look like neon pink, but I don't.
Yeah.
I got some questionable neon vinyl there, but whatever. As long as it sounds good, that's all I care about. See what else is in here. See what inserts they put in here. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
No ephemera, huh?
It's just like extra. Oh, is this
Yeah, I see.
This might be a gatefold.
Oh.
We gotta go full removal.
Just rip it off, Kevin. Just
No,
rip it off.
No, I lost my knife.
Well,
Lost
you're
my
gonna have
knife,
to rip
that's
it. Rip it.
I got my backup knife.
You Canadians and your knives, you're so
Hey, I'm
violent.
a real collector, man. I don't mess around. I don't mess around. Here we go. That was a lot easier. Go. So I have to keep the plastic so I can keep my neon pink vinyl limited edition sticker.
That's why. For what?
Look at the story I just had. What happens when I open this up in the future and I say, look, and the sticker on it, it was neon pink, and I open it up and the thing was orange, and they're like, yeah, whatever. But I could show it to them. Look at that. It's right there. Boom.
But you're not going to keep all the plastic. Is this a
No,
new
no.
thing where you're keeping all of it?
No, I cut it out.
He's got special drawers for all levels of
No, I
plastic.
just put it in.
It's
with
right
the
next to
record.
his cup of picks.
I put it in with the record. Look at that. That was totally worth opening up. That's a very young Lemmy right there. That's a stud right there. And then you get all your information. It was totally worth it.
See who wrote that Paradise song. Uh-oh.
There he goes. With the light.
And the light. And the light.
What is it? Got the tire. I can't find the song. There it is. Oh. I don't know. It doesn't say.
What?
Lemmy, vocal and bass. Mick Green, guitar. Simon Holdgate, drums. Produced by Mick Jones. Mixed by Guy Bidmead. From London, 1990. That's weird. They don't have who wrote the songs.
Oh, on any of them?
Nope. Maybe Lemmy wrote it himself. Who knows? I don't know.
I'm curious.
It'd be on the disc label, wouldn't it?
Probably. It would have to be somewhere.
And it would be printed even smaller on the disc label.
Well, thankfully, I have.
Do you need to stand in the other room so you can back up far enough to see it?
Oh, I'm good right here. I can't find the song. Where's the song? It's just Lemmy and the Upsetters, Paradise. No, it doesn't say who wrote it. Like I said, I don't think this is an official release. I think this is a sketchy third party that put this together. Anyway,
Where'd you find it?
Amazon.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we'll hear some Rush. Got 2112 with the kimonos. The infamous kimonos on the back. Can't get enough of that. Oh, I'm pretty sure most of these were bought at record shows and whatnot back in the day. Some of these I found in that guy's basement in Barrie. Because at the time, Rush records were like, I mean, they were considered garbage. Nobody was buying these things. So it's all black vinyl.
When you say guy's basement in Barrie, are you talking about my house?
No. There's no way you would have Rush. What was the name of that place that we'd go to? And you'd go.
Yeah, Big John's.
Big John's. Yeah. You'd have all the records there in his basement. They were all a few bucks for each record, and you'd find some gems in there. And he would put the Rush down there because it was just tons weren't buying it. This I got at it was in downtown Toronto. It was $15 for this. All the World's a Stage. This is a double live album.
Is that their price sticker on the front? A big VG?
Yep. Very good condition. What was it? It's not Cops. It was the other place downtown. Look at all that.
Cosmic. Rotate this.
Cosmic. I think that sounds right. Here, look at all that stuff. You got all these photos and that. Pull that stuff up, and then all the back catalog in there. I wish I could had all the other ones, but anyways, vinyl's in great condition. I don't have to bust all those out.
That's VG.
If you want to see what VG looks like, it's very good.
Seconds later, I'm not gonna bust this all out. Here we go.
You can see there's some. That's all weird.
That's a giant scratch
on there. That's. Oh, it's just a mark. It's one of those. It's not deep. It's one of those marks,
Yeah, really backpedaling now. Bet you wish you wouldn't have showed that VG.
Fine. It's one of those, like a mark. You get a mark on those things.
Sure.
I showed these before. You can go back to an older episode. This is the Farewell to Kings.
That's
holy God.
Gnarly.
I don't think I've seen a album that big. What does that look like from the side? What's the spine look like?
It's curved.
No. It's straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
This was a set that came out a few years ago. You got your felt cool pad.
Yeah, does it stay stiff awesome on the shelf when it's that big?
If you keep it excited.
Huge.
You gotta keep that. See, this is what I do. I cut them out like that, and I keep it in there.
Is that considered part of the thing that people collect now?
This would be ephemera. This is ephemera. This is not ephemera.
But like
ephemera? Not ephemera.
In the reseller market,
not ephemera.
Both I see just ephemera. In the reseller market, is that a thing that people look for? Like, does it have the sticker cut out?
Hype sticker, yeah.
Wait, if you're selling it,
not cut out, I've never heard of it. People wanting it cut out. But if it's on the original cellophane, they want to see a hype sticker on there.
Listen, you're on eBay, right? And I have mine listed for $100 with the little sticker on there. And then some other guy has it, just the same. He's also charging $100, but he doesn't have the little sticker on it. Which one are you going to buy? I rest my case. So here's the book.
I wouldn't. Whatever. I don't have a good defense, but I wouldn't care.
Is that a remastered version of that record?
Yes, it's remastered. It came out a few years ago. It has the album in there. It has a live show that takes up 4 sides, and then this one has. Oh no, sorry, it takes up 5 sides. It's live at Hammersmith Odeon in 1978. And then the last side 8, is a bunch of covers, cover tunes by other bands. So it's other bands covering Rush. So you got Dream Theater, Big Wreck, The Trues, Alan Johannes, and A, which A I think is Rush messing around.
Oh yeah.
But
that's
the other
a cool idea.
Yeah. So Dream Theater, you probably know. The other 3 guys are Canadian guys that you probably haven't heard of, but they're good covers.
That's definitely ephemera, Mrs. Elbabon.
What is ephemera?
Old venue flyers.
Yes, absolutely. That's ephemera. 100%. So one more. This one's actually made in Canada. A lot of times you get these and they're made in Czechoslovakia or does Czechoslovakia? That's not a thing anymore. Just the Czech.
Republic.
Yeah, just the Czech Republic. Or Germany or something like that. But this one is made in Canada. So this is the Hemispheres special edition. I kind of like this setup a little better, where they have it. You could just kind of take it out like a library. But this is there's a live album in here, the original album, and then a book. No covers on this one.
Is that from last year?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But I got these on sale at for Black Friday. No, it was 2 years ago. Because this was the 40th anniversary edition. Nope, it was last year. Nope, it was 2 years ago. Anyways, I got it for Black Friday on that Music Vaults website. And I got Farewell to King. Nope, I got this one. This one's coming in the mail. The special edition of this one.
Oh,
this
right.
is Permanent Waves.
I remember them talking about that.
There you go. This has your Tom Sawyer on it. Spirit Radio. No, not Tom Sawyer. Just Spirit Radio. Free Will.
That they did this year though, right?
Yeah. New one's from this year. So the Tragically Hip came out with a new album and I needed to order it. Music Vaults used to have free shipping for every $50 you spent. They upped it to $100, which is ridiculous. So I just ended up throwing that Rush set on there so I can get free shipping. Anyways, there's your Permanent Waves or whatever the heck it's called.
Well, you can give me that one then when you get your new one.
Well, this is the play one, right? You play this, or I hang it on the wall. I don't know. I'll see. I'll have to see what I can do.
So is it a better price getting that one from Music Vault than, say, Amazon?
Yeah, on Amazon, that set that I have coming was $250.
Ugh.
And sometimes it would drop in price to $150, which is ridiculous. And they had it on their website for $80. So, which is still like I spent $60 on those ones for because they were on Black Friday, right? So got a bit of a discount. But whatever. Anyways, there's moving pictures. Everybody has this. You have this, right? You gotta have this.
It's a monster.
Tom Sawyer, Red Bruschetta, YYZ, Limelight.
That cover looks really good. That can't be an original.
It is. I found this in Buddy's basement. Big
Wow.
Al's.
Big John.
Big John. Big Al's a fish guy.
Big John's basement never held stuff that mint.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
mackerel.
Rush was considered garbage, man. It was like nobody was buying Rush. This one I definitely found in his basement. I remember finding this and I'm like, wow. And this is one of the ones where he said, really? That was down there? I'm like, yeah, it was. He's like, okay. This is exit stage left. This is another double live.
Awesome live.
Yeah, this one's from the they kind of chimped out on that. He didn't really get up.
Boring.
Yeah, didn't get too much there. Considering the other one was just loaded. But it's just black vinyl in there. Okay. How much more do I got? Not too much. So we got which one's this one? Signals. This is one with subdivisions on it. And you get the subdivision on the back.
Is that Scarbarian? Here we go.
I don't know.
It's got to be, right?
I think it's just made up. I think they just made some stuff up here. Oh, yeah. No, Burrow of Shimmy? Burrow of Shimmy?
Burrow of Shimmy.
That's my Dungeon Synth band name. Burrow of
Shimmy.
What did I say? Burrow of Shimmy? Shimming? Burrow of Shimming. Anyways, that's it. That's
a take on Scarborough.
I think so.
Maybe they must have called it that.
Had to be.
The Earl of Shimmy versus Spike Font.
Now, that's some hair.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Digital age. And we got this Grace Under Fire. I bought this, or Grace Under Pressure. Grace Under Fire was a sitcom in the 90s.
And that's a sitcom picture right there.
That is. Show me that smile
record
again.
at all. What is it?
Yeah, I
What's
know.
on that one?
So this one came out mid 80s, and I got this at the last record show I went to in February of 2020, and it has half the cellophane on there. So half. You pay extra for that half. But this has what's the big hit on this one? Can't stand still. Time stands still.
I don't know that.
Yeah. Time stand still.
Yeah, that one. Look at that. See? Grace Under Pressure.
Oh, really?
Pressure on the egg. Very clever. And finally, my last Rush album. This is a reissue of Roll the Bones. Bit of a controversial album.
I don't have that one either.
This one has the song Roll the Bones on it, and there is a rap breakdown in the middle of the song.
Oh.
Which got people really upset at the time. They're like, oh my God, Rush is accepting rap.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
And Rush said, you know what? You guys are the elephants behind. Screw you guys. But it's actually a really good song.
Read us the rap part. It should be on the lyric sheet there.
The rap part is only like
Read it.
2 seconds long. It's not even.
Well, let's hear it. Come on, spit some rhymes there, K-Dog.
Those 4 bars.
Face up. Oh, this thing sucks. Okay, here you go. Face up, or you can only back down. Face up. Hit the target. You better hit the ground. Face up. There's still some time to turn the game around. Face up. Turn it up. Or turn that wild card down. Turn it up. There you go.
Oh, hold on. Show us the picture. Getty looked pretty happening on that sleeve. Let's see those pictures.
Yeah, it's got the rocking the ponytail, like someone I know. You got to get those circle glasses like that, though, Bill.
Yeah, yeah.
Complete that look.
I don't want to be labeled a weirdo or anything, but that's a nice looking elephant behind.
Well, if you compare it to other elephant behinds, I'm sure it's.
It's
What's wrong
very
song?
clean.
It's not Roll the Bones that the rap is on.
You must have heard Sarah's laughter from the second floor when you were doing
No,
that.
she wasn't. She doesn't take. She doesn't find Rush very funny. It's all very serious.
You just
maybe-
read the song
maybe I was-
Face Up, she says.
Oh, Face Up. Oh well,
That's what you
whatever.
read.
It worked. It worked.
It'll
as a
be the
bit.
whole intro next week.
All right, so done with the R's, going into the S's. Can anyone guess what the band will be?
Santana.
There you go. There's your. What's that? Hit like and subscribe for some Santana next week. That's it. I'm done.
Hit the remind
That's
button.
enough. Click on
All
the
right.
button.
We are Rushified.
Boy, you certainly didn't rush through that.
I wouldn't want to.
I can't help it. I can't help but laugh at
You
those.
can't just stare a dad joke into being funny. You
Got me
got
going.
your laugh and move on. That's it.
Okay. From Rush to the dungeons, to the deep dungeons. I'm going to go dungeon deep.
Dungeon deep.
Dungeon deep.
Back to the hole dweller.
We look inside the elephant's rear.
Yeah, we saw it. We skimmed the surface. Now let's go in.
We're going in. So I'm gonna finish. I got 4 more of my D's left.
4 Ds.
4 D's.
How much would you say you've gone through of your 7 inches?
Well, I've gone through.
I know we're at the D's, but like, is it front loaded with like A, B, C, D, and then you don't have very many E through Z, or what?
You're almost at the halfway point of the first box.
Of the first box.
Yeah.
How many boxes are there?
There's another box here.
Okay. Good. Because I didn't want to run out anytime soon.
No, you're good. We're good for a while. Bandy's cat's ass was foreshadowing.
Bandy's cat ass. That's like a name of an awesome burger joint or something.
That's a Dingeon Sun.
Dingeon Sun.
Dingeon Sun. Sorry.
Dingeon Sun.
It's late now. We are an hour past my bedtime.
Oh,
That's
off peak, Kevin.
Bill's band's name. Dingeon Sun.
Uh,
All right, back to the.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. So back to the D's. We're on to Desperate Measures. It's on your hands, 7-inch. This one is a good one. This one is really important to me. I listened to this one a ton and was obsessed with this band, and was lucky enough to see them a few times, once in Chicago and once in Philadelphia. And this was their first release. They had a demo out before this, but this was their first 7-inch. You got side D and side M.
Oh,
Not A and B. You got D and M.
that's how they do it.
Yeah.
Straight edge punk.
Desperate Measures. Yeah, Desperate Measures. I don't remember if they were a straight edge band. There might have been some guys who were straight edge in the band. This label, though, Youngblood released a lot of mostly straight edge bands were on this label. But yeah, they were from. I think they were from somewhere on the East Coast. I don't remember. No, they're from Washington, D.C. That's right. They're a D.C. band. Anyway, so nothing on the inside of the sleeve here. Touch. Red label. And I believe that's a tattoo of a gun that says my way. My way. Let's check the matrix. Nothing. You got your lyric sheet here. And the thank yous. So this one definitely got a lot of play. So moving on. Next one is by a band from Chicago. A band called Double Crossed. The name of this record is Your Attitude Bites. You got a cartoony picture of the Sears Tower stomping through the rest of the city.
An anthropomorphic Sears Tower.
Yeah.
That's good. I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh. What was cool is this band. I think the guys in this band were like 15 and 16 years old when they started playing shows, and they were embraced very quickly by the hardcore punk scene in Chicago. It was neat to see some young kids playing some older style hardcore music, and they played a ton. And this was their first released on Lifeline Records. My buddy Joe, that was his record label. I believe this was on blue vinyl.
When was this now?
This would have been 2004. This came out. You got your marble blue.
That's marbly? Oh yeah.
Marbly. Mm-hmm. You got the, looks like what is that? A Volvo on the back.
And they were how old?
They were like, some of the kids couldn't drive. So like, they were like 15, 16 years old when this.
So they're like my age now.
Yeah, they're your age now.
Man, if I would have just made a couple of other choices, you know.
Yeah, you got the boys in the band.
Little basic drum kit there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun to see these guys come up. And you got a Bandy sighting. Right.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Bandy! Did you even know about this, or was this a surprise?
No, I've forgotten about that. I don't know if you can see. So right there. That's me right there.
The naked guy?
No, the guy right there. Yeah, I remember that was from a show at the Fireside Bowl in
That guy
Chicago.
Didn't look like he had hair.
No, that's that was my buddy Steve in that right above me right there. Yeah, that's me right there. That's funny.
You know, what's the female ratio at these concerts that you go to? We see so many of these photos. There's a lot of
it's about
men.
like, I don't know, like a 25%, maybe a little more than that.
Really? How come they're not getting in these photos? What's with the? There's so much Bandy. I don't see any.
I don't know. Well, there's a female right here, right there. Can't really tell. It's a small picture, but that's a lady.
I'll take you. Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Word for it. Okay.
The ladies are all waiting in the car.
Did they get in on the action? Did they do the mosh pitting and what do you?
Yeah.
Really?
You should have seen my wife back in the early days.
Is that how you guys met? Like you bumped into each other and it was love at first sight?
No, that's actually one of the first things we did together, though, as a couple was go to. We went to a punk rock show.
Oh.
I don't think you bump into each other in a mosh pit.
Isn't it like you like you know?
I think you do more than bumping.
Oh well, this is a PG-13 show, Kevin.
Really?
Yeah.
He already dropped the F-bomb earlier.
So that's
can't
all
wait
we
to
got.
see where he goes next.
I fucking did not.
So the next is 7-inch is by a band from Richmond, Virginia called Down to Nothing. This was their first. I think this is technically maybe their demo that was pressed onto vinyl. This went Down to Nothing went on to be a pretty popular band that toured extensively, pretty much nonstop. And we got the inside here. This was only 3 songs on this.
Bandy, aren't you coming down to LA here pretty soon? When's your birthday?
Next weekend.
Oh my goodness. That's my friend's. What day is your birthday again?
May 29th.
Oh my gosh, my friend's birthday is May 28th.
Oh, really?
So many people.
Yeah. I will be for sure will be there on the 30th because I have an appointment that I
Night,
have
Mother
to
Brain.
attend. Night.
Night there.
You know, we were on a really good roll there with the, like, I'm looking at the comments and it's nothing but ladies.
See?
There's no dudes.
That's how we do.
All right.
Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, you got don't forget it's Bob's birthday next week too. You guys. Don't forget about that. Monday.
So the 30th, right? What day is that?
30th. That's on a Sunday.
Okay. Because I really are you coming down here still?
Yeah. I have to be. I have an appointment on the 30th at 1:00 in. I forget the name of the shop. We talked about that.
Oh yeah, because you're getting a tab. Yeah. I so want to go to that one record store with you. The like punk one that I showed you.
Yeah.
I want to make a video of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that would be really fun. You showing me the ropes of the
That would be
hardcore
good.
punks, right?
Yeah.
Maybe do a couple interviews. Who knows, man? We could go all out.
Sounds good.
Anyway.
Yeah. Hit the subscribe for this channel, right?
For this channel.
Of course, for this channel.
I don't want to see it showing up on my life and collecting or anything.
Oh, we lost Bandy.
He does not want it on this channel.
This channel, no.
We had 1D left. 1D. We were doing good on timing too. We're only 3 minutes over.
We got.
Sorry, guys.
He's got. It.
I'm gonna blame that on the little kid. She. What'd you do? You knock it over?
Yeah, I bought the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did.
Man, you never know what's going to happen here on the vinyl collection.
No, you
That's
don't.
wild.
Okay,
Now he's
the last-
adding a plant to the background. It looks like.
The last D on the D's here is by a band called Drug Test. Needle in Your Neck is the name of this. I believe this was the only release that Drug Test put out. This was on Walk All Night Records. This was a cool record. I listened to this one quite a bit. Not on colored vinyl, just the black. And just clear sheet. And that's it. So this was another straight edge band. You can always tell. Good Clue is a big X'd fist. That was the last of my D's.
I salute you, D's. Miss Elba Bob says this show, I'm saying it for her. This show has got her excitement in vinyl through the roof. So she's can't wait until her local buy and sell reopens, which I think we have to wait till mid-June, I think, Kevin, they're saying tentatively for non-essential retail.
Yeah. June 15th or something. Yeah.
Keep in mind too, I will be in London next month, and I plan to shoot a video while I'm there of that record store that I found. Get a more deep dive. Really show it off for when I come back.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be great. Don't forget, I want to see a guitar shop too.
I'll see what I can do. I don't know how much we're going to be going out, or what we'll be able to do, because I think it's still kind of locked down a little bit there. But if we can get out, yeah. It's just that record store is within walking distance, so I know I'll be able to get to that one.
Cool. All right. Yeah, just to finish, Miss Elba Bob says she's looking through her records. She's found she's got a good collection going, even some non-Bob stuff and some 45s. So, yeah, she's ready. You're on the show. You're on the show. No problem.
Yeah.
Anytime you want. Drop us a line. You can find my email, starttocontinue@gmail.com, as in not like a start to continue, I'm a male, but mail as in the post, start to continue, mail, MAIL, gmail.com. Or leave a comment and we'll let you know. I think, guys, I'm just going to say that next week is probably a little bit busy. I'm switching over tonight. So.
Well, it's Bob's birthday, so it's a week-long celebration.
That's right. It's Bob's birthday.
Yeah. You're going to be busy with that.
Bill, what's the backup plan if the music video doesn't work out? Because this being a Bob channel, I'm sure you have some sort of backup for his 80th birthday. That's only going to happen once. So, like, what
That's
sort
true.
of show are you planning on posting?
Yeah, it'll be
something you've been holding off, waiting for a big special moment.
If we hit a certain amount of subscribers, there's going to be something big for sure. You're going to have to tune in, hit the remind button, hit the like button.
What's the number of subscribers?
No, geez, I don't know, guys. As you know, this channel for the last week has been kind of quiet. I kind of took the week off and relaxed a bit. So, well, I was working too, just a lot of plate spinning, like I said. So we'll see what happens. There will be something out soon. But,
all right, you heard it here. Bill promises he's going to put out something really special
soon.
Whew, I don't know. What were you hoping for, Kevin?
I don't care. I just wanted to bust your balls.
Okay. Yeah, something very special. So that is it for this week's edition of the Vinyl Collection. I still have more albums turning 50. Let's see if I can tease. Ooh. Oh, a couple giant ones. I don't even know. I don't even know how to hint this. It's kind of obscure, but also pretty big.
Obscure and big.
The first album, this guy, the next album, chronologically through the year 71, that I have, that we're going to check out, this guy appeared on the Woodstock stage, even though he was not booked as a performer. And after that, we have an album from a killer band where the lead guy had his first big band when he was only 14 years old.
Now you got me on those two.
Tough.
I don't know.
Tough.
David Bowie?
Nope.
You looking up stuff on
British guy, though. You're right. It's British.
Harry Nilsson?
When you say big band, like, what do you mean by big band? Like a known band?
Yes. Big hit maker, although short-lived band. And then he moved on to like 2 or 3 other bands before.
Van Morrison?
You're
Eric
very
Clapton.
close. You're very, very close, but not there. But you're very, very close.
Jimi Hendrix?
Some of Clapton.
Very much related to those guys. Clapton. Very close. And the other guy showed up on the Woodstock stage. They asked him to perform to kill time. So yeah, look for that. We'll probably go dark next week, but the week after that, let's come back and pick it up after that. Hopefully we'll have all you guys back to join us. Curtis, thank you so much, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for everything you do. Appreciate it. Kevin, Buried on Mars, check him out. Retro Fandango recorded today, so you have a fresh podcast to listen to. Go look for that. I don't know if there was any major headlines from that show, other than all the John Carpenter movies that Kevin doesn't like. There's a lot of head scratchers there, but look for that.
To scratch your head about. He's got 2 good movies.
Whoa, which 2?
Yeah, like
The
Kevin.
Thing and Assault on Precinct 13.
He doesn't like Big Trouble in Little China. He doesn't
I can't
like
get into
They
it.
Live.
It's stupid.
You don't like
They Live. I can't sit through.
I
that.
can understand They Live, but Big Trouble in Little China. That is a stone
That's just
cold
fun. That's
classic.
just a roller
It's
coaster
they're
of fun.
floating on the ceiling. What's going on with this movie? It's awful. I don't like it. No.
Anyways, and Matt Bandy, thank you, sir, for keeping us going through the D's, getting us deep in the dungeons as usual.
Dungeon deep.
And yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. Hit the subscribe. Tell everyone about us. We'll be back next time with the Vinyl Show when we return. Thanks again. We'll
That's
see
what
you.
we're doing now. This.
I can't hit the button if I'm doing that.